today getting fresh air because I have been feeling awful the last 2.5 to 3 weeks, and we are going to talk about it because, girl, I have some shit to say. I have to vent. I have things I need to let out, and we're going to have a safe space here where you can do the same in the comments and just let it out. Just let it out. We're in nature. My home, my second home, so I feel so comfortable out here. Let's go ahead and get into it though. You guys, I have been so sick the last 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna go more into it, so this is gonna be kind of a personal video for the girls that want to listen and care. This is a video for you. But after my last video, I think it was my Sam's Club, Aldi, and Walmart haul, where we did a full restock. It was literally a day or two after that where I got a nasty infection. I got my first ever yeast infection at 22. It was rough. It was awful. I didn't notice the symptoms, obviously, as a yeast infection at first. I thought it was just a UTI. When I was younger, growing up, I struggled with UTIs, not often, but here and there, like a couple times a year. So these symptoms I was more aware of, and I just was in so much pain, you guys, like you had no idea. So that went on untreated because I didn't know what it was for at least 3 days, because I was taking the medicine at home. The pain would go away. As soon as the medicine would stop, the pain would come back. So I was just continuing to take that, just hoping it would get better. It was not. It was getting worse. And you guys, the exhaustion I felt, the fatigue, the just absolute horrible feelings I was feeling, they were just getting worse and worse and worse. So I said, something's wrong. I'm feeling very weak. You guys, I only got one workout in the last time that I've been like this, and I'm feeling guilty about it. I'm feeling really bad. I only got one workout in, one training session in, and even through that, I couldn't even get through that whole thing. I had to stop like 70% through it. I kind of take a minute. I decided I'm just not feeling good. I'm just gonna stop. And it's been like that pretty much ever since the day one. But finally got the right medication for that, and that went away. Days later, my lymph nodes on the side of my neck, they were actually swollen. Like there was like a growth there, and I was like doing research and stuff like that, and obviously, like I said, the first time having a yeast infection, your body has never been introduced to that kind of infection before. Your immune system is completely new to it, so your body's doing everything it can to fight it off. And with me already having PCOS and my skin condition, hidradenitis suppurativa, my immune system's pretty much low at all times, even after losing 100 pounds and eating mostly whole foods. I just had a banana when I was, walking out here because I don't want to overdo it. This is my first day really back to doing any activity really at all. But what was I saying? But yeah, my immune system's pretty much low constantly. I don't get sick all the time, like colds and flus, like I don't get that way, but my immune system, I can tell, is always low because I'm always, having the specific breakouts from my condition. I'm always kind of feeling inflammation in my body and everything like that, but that just comes with the conditions that I do already have. But yeah, I was doing a bunch of research. It said if you had a yeast infection, or your body's fighting off an infection, your lymph nodes can actually get swollen, and that's exactly what they were. They were just swelling. They were swollen from me just feeling like shit. So that really worried me, but the next day they were going down, so I was really happy about that. And this is a big part of the story. This is probably what I'm going to title this video. It was Monday this week. So today is Sunday. So it's literally, today is almost 7 full days of me having this. It's been mentally and emotionally exhausting. I've been doing a lot of research, but just to get into it, I was diagnosed with shingles at 22 years old on Tuesday morning, I think it was, or Wednesday morning. But Monday night, I was, feeling a little bit better. I went on my night walk and everything like that, and then I came home, and I felt a little spot on my cheek. I thought my cat had scratched me. I thought, okay, maybe she scratched me, and I didn't realize it until now. So I'm going to wash my face, and it was swelling a little bit, and it looked like looked like a rash that started to form. So I was like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. The next morning, so Tuesday morning, I get up and my whole cheek, and I'll show you guys a little bit. I don't want to gross anybody out. It is pretty sensitive. I do have pictures I might insert when I'm editing it, just to give you guys kind of an idea of the timeline of what it looked like and kind of the healing stages and just my story, my journey lately. But Tuesday, it was across my whole cheek. My eye was swollen. It looked really, really, really bad. And so I was just dealing with a lot of nerve pain, a lot of just pain in my face. My throat was swollen shut. I could barely talk. I was just in a lot of fucking pain, you guys. Like, if we're being honest, I was in a lot of pain. I've never experienced pain like this. I was reading into it, and the pain, it says, sometimes can be so bad it's worse than childbirth. And fast forward, I think it was Wednesday morning, I woke up screaming because just the pain was just overwhelming. I couldn't handle it. My boyfriend was laying in the bed with me trying to console me. Nothing he could do, nothing I could do. I mean, my skin, the way that I can describe it as feeling is acid on your skin, pretty much melting your skin off. That's pretty much how I felt. So we rushed me to the emergency room, just because I'm literally, like, in so much pain. I can't even comprehend, like, am I dying? Like, that's how bad it was. We get to the ER. It's literally like 5 in the morning, so early. It's not busy, so they get me back immediately. And the nurse immediately looks at me. She's like, well, tell me a little bit about what's going on. So I try to verbalize a little bit as much as I could and tell her, like, I'm just in a lot of pain. I'm hurting. So she looks at it. She says, so that's shingles. Have you ever been vaccinated for chickenpox? Have you ever had chickenpox? I said, no, ma'am, I've never had chickenpox. I was vaccinated for it when I was little, but I've never had it. And now, I'm not a medical professional. Do your own research for sure. I am definitely doing my own research still to educate myself on what this is, what I can do to manage it, to live with it, and hopefully never get this again, because it could come back in the future. But from what they were telling me and from my own research is that if you have had chicken pox, it's very easy to then later on get shingles. If you had the vaccine, you can also very easily get the condition shingles in the future, but not chicken pox. So it's just very confusing. It's a lot of information and misinformation out there, but I'm just taking the information that the nurses themselves did give to me, and just me having the yeast infection for the very first time, and that infection being in my body for more than 3 days because I didn't know what it was at the time, really set my body back, and my immune system was really, really trying to fight for its life, pretty much. That it pretty much released that virus. My brain, it's stored in the brain from, like I said, my research. So my immune system kind of just, it released it. My brain released the virus, and I have shingles. I never thought that I would be saying that. I remember when I was little growing up, I would see, those ads on cable for, elderly who says, be careful if you have this condition, take this medicine or do this. I was like, yeah, I never expected to actually have that at 22, but it's possible. And I did a couple postings on Facebook and a couple groups I'm in, just wellness groups for women and stuff like that. And a lot of them were saying that, they've had it before. They're not as young as me, but just how excruciating it was for them, and just, their prayers, their condolences, and everything like that. But today is, and they did, at the ER, they did prescribe me a antifungal. I'm pretty sure it's not an antibiotic. I'm pretty sure it's an antifungal. So I have to take that 5 times a day for 5 days. I'm currently on day 3 of that right now. So it has been hell, you guys. Just the way my body has felt. I've never felt like this before. And I knew the night that yeast infection went away, I knew that there was something still not right with my body. I have never felt like this before. I really was in a deep depression. Today, I feel much better, which I'm surprised I do. But, I have not been okay. I have not been well. And it really fucking sucks, because I feel like as soon as I get back into my schedule, I get back into posting, something immediately has to happen. However, with me being such a pessimist in my life, I'm really trying to look at this and other life events and just stuff like that, that might be sudden or not in the best favor for me. I'm trying to look at it with a more positive outlook and think of this, me getting this sickness, this condition, and me kind of having this time to reset and kind of just take a break from the craziness of training and tracking and making sure every little thing I do is perfect and worrying about this and that and stressing about that. And I have been so stressed, you guys. I have been under so much stress and agony because of my health lately. But I think sometimes the universe throws stuff like this at us to kind of put us back in check and maybe even rebalance us, maybe even realign us with certain things that maybe we need to push off, maybe we need to accept into our life. Am I enjoying being sick? Am I enjoying having this condition now at my age and having to deal with, healing and all that stuff? No, it's painful. But I'm trying to take the lesson from this and just move on in the best way that I can and pick back up where I left off like 3 weeks ago. I'm just really enjoying nature today. I really, really needed it. Like I said, nature is thy healer, and I really, really feel that way. And I'm gonna get emotional because for a little bit there, I lost myself. I really felt like I slipped back into that horrible state of mind I was in years ago. And I did not know how to get out of it. And I'm really, even today, trying little by little to just do something I, used to do. And it's so easy to lose yourself sometimes, especially when you have mental health conditions or you are such a people pleaser and you want to do this and you're a perfectionist. It's really so easy to fall back into your bad habits. And being real, I did gain a little bit of weight, so I was, hitting 115. That's been my lowest weight ever. I was training 5 times a week, cardio after. I was tracking everything, hitting my goals. I mean, every day. And this happened, and I kind of said, just fuck it. Like, I feel awful. And I wasn't making awful food decisions every single time. I was still eating the things that I normally would. Still hitting my protein goals, but I would also kind of enjoy some ice cream on the night that I wasn't feeling good. I enjoyed ordering pizza one night. And it's just little things like that. Like, I shouldn't feel guilty for enjoying those things sometimes, but I also don't need to make it a habit like I was as well, because that's not only gonna not help me get better, it's gonna keep me in that mind frame of, okay, this is okay because you don't feel good. No, I need to get up. I need to cook my meals again. I need to do at least a short yoga video to help me get better into activities, just ease back into it. So that's what I'm doing today. I have been cooking my meals for the last couple days. I wanted to take it really slow. I did work out last night, just a quick video, a quick, night yoga video. I'm doing stuff today. I'm out today, and it's a really good day, but I'm not going to push my body. But this is how it is looking today. I'm still in pain, but the medication I'm on is definitely helping it, because I will put like pictures in right here and you guys can see just how red and just awful it was. And this is my first time even putting makeup on since I don't know, my yeast infection. I mean, it really took a toll on me, you guys. It really did. And I hope I never feel like this again. I hope I never have to deal with this again. And I never want to take my body and my health for granted, because even though what I'm going through right now is valid, so many people have it worse than me. And I don't want to chalk up all of my experiences to, just make me feel bad about my life and myself and my conditions, because it could be worse. Like, it really could be. And I don't want to say that to kind of push my feelings under and push them to the side. No. My feelings are valid, and how I feel, how I have been feeling lately, that's completely valid too. But I also need to think in the mornings when I wake up, when I open my eyes, I need to start being grateful for my body again. I need to start being grateful for the fact that I'm even like alive, And it might be a little getting too deep into, mental health and everything, but I really am just grateful to be alive. I really am. And no matter how hard it gets, I need to remember that. I need to always be grateful for life, because it really could be a lot different for me. And I don't ever want to take another day on this earth for granted and lay in bed all day and feel sorry for myself. I need to put myself back out there. That's what I'm going to do. But it's been hell. It really has been. I'm going to show you guys my outfit because it's really cute today, I feel. But yeah, I am just out in nature. This is my spot I always come back to. It really holds like a spiritual meaning to me. But yeah, I am feeling good today. I can't wait until my boyfriend gets off work, because he's been helping me a lot as well, taking care of me. I couldn't ask for a better partner. They also said at the ER when I went, they said I shouldn't be around babies, like infants or elderly. So I am so glad, as much as I want to be a mother, I'm so glad I don't have young children right now, because it would kill me to not be near my babies. Like, it really would. So I'm just really praying and manifesting for a speedy recovery for myself and for my mental health to just have clarity again. As well as getting closer to the holidays and everything, I have been letting loose, like I said. So the day before I actually was diagnosed with this, on Tuesday, my boyfriend and I went to Disney Springs. We already had that day planned out. It honestly was not the best day at all, because I was really uncomfortable. Like I said, I knew something wasn't right with my body, so I was just very uncomfortable with my body. I might put some pictures in, of that day as well, just to kind of take you guys with me a little bit on that day. But it was not a good day at all, honestly. And by the time I got home, I was honestly sobbing, because I was in so much pain. I was so uncomfortable. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with my body. People were staring at me all day, and I noticed it. And I'm a very highly sensitive woman. I notice when people's emotions are very heightened around me. I notice when I walk in a room, I absorb other people's energy and feelings. So literally walking around like a huge plaza, and a bunch of restaurants, and people are sitting and walking past you, and I could literally feel their stare searing into my face, and I just felt so uncomfortable. There's a really big bug right here, and I'm scared. Have my water. That's also a big mistake I've been making, is not drinking enough water. I've been making some mistakes lately, and I'm gonna own up to it. I really am, because at the end of the day, my body will not only hold me accountable. Some water. I'm drinking a raspberry element with 36 ounces of ice cold water. I'm home. I'm about to take another dose of my medication so that way my condition can start healing. It is already healing, but I'm just really hoping it's gone by Christmas so we can take some really nice Christmas photos. I'm gonna be making breakfast for dinner. That's one of my favorite dinners lately, is just breakfast. I'm gonna make some high protein pancakes. It's only literally 3 ingredients. It's cottage cheese, egg white, oats. I think it's a half a cup of all 3 of those, and then I use monk fruit for the sweetener. I add a couple more, little things, some sugar-free maple syrup, things like that, and then some sugar-free like chocolate chips if I want it sweet, which I'm definitely doing, because not only, I was telling you guys earlier about, everything I'm going through health-wise right now. So not only was I literally diagnosed with shingles on, I think it was Wednesday, but I also started my period the very next day. So this whole December has been thing after thing after thing for me. But it's okay. We're gonna make it through. 2026 is almost here. I definitely cannot wait to see what 2026 is gonna bring. I do want to do a separate video on things I've learned in 2025 and the milestones I have hit in 2025. Just get personal with you guys just a little bit. I really want to build a community of like-minded girls and women over here. Talk about women, women's wellness, women's health and weight loss and realism, and sometimes we're gonna gossip and talk shit over here, and that's gonna be okay too. And I really want to get into the reaction videos again. If you do want me to talk about anything specific, leave it in the comments below if it's related to weight loss or anything like that. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of spend a little time with you guys. I am just kind of relaxing right now. It's been a day. I am in a little bit of pain right now, so I'm kind of just trying to chill. Maybe go play The Sims. I don't know. It's just one of those nights. Or maybe I just might crawl in bed when my boyfriend gets home and spend the rest of the night watching movies. You never know. I got my workout done today. I feel good. I'm rambling at this point. I don't know if I'm putting any of this in, but we're feeling good tonight, okay? I've been really wanting to get back into dancing. If you guys are not following me on Facebook, I have posted a lot of people say they're provocative, but it's literally just me having fun, wearing clothes I love, and just feeling confident after losing 100 fucking pounds, and not giving a fuck what anybody has to say about me and my body, because I have worked hard to get here, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna live me. I'm gonna live my life for me. There's kind of some toxic family shit coming out right now, but I'm just being honest, That's what I'm literally all about, being blunt, honest, and real. So if it's something I gotta say, I'm gonna say it. I'm rambling. And this pool, I have been wanting to get in the pool for so long, but I live in Florida, so the water is literally like freezing to me. It's 60-degree water right now. And as much as I want to jump in that, especially how hot it was today, and it's literally the first day of winter, I want to get in the pool so bad, but I don't think my body can handle it, honestly, at this point. In this moment in my life, I think I would probably die. So we're going to skip that for cardio and just do dances and stuff like that, because that would just sounds more fun to me. I would love to have just a fucking glass of wine right now and chocolate covered pretzels. Like, I'm gonna be honest, but I can't have that stuff on a normal night. it has to be like a holiday or a date night. No, just normal night. So I'm just gonna imagine I'm just sipping on my